Clearly, they've got in somehow. I mean, it could even be, Mike, that they came in on, sort of tourist visas.
Right.
We're totally unclear at the moment about the time they spent in the UK and indeed whether they were legal or illegals or just legals who were planning to be illegal,
Yeah.
as it were. But yeah, the details are scant, but it's quite an extraordinary operation, as your pictures are showing right now.
Yeah, absolutely right. And a piece of the Telegraph this morning says that one of the Iranian men arrested on suspicion of planning this major terror attack on what is believed to be a specific premises had close connections to the regime in Tehran, which would beg the question, if he does have close connections to the regime in Tehran, perhaps it would have been better not to let him in.
Well, this is no surprise. Britain has been fundamentally infiltrated by Iranian agents for many years now. Organizations like the Henry Jackson Society, others have been calling this out for years on
Yeah.
end, showing the absurdity of having a state that has planned and actioned hostile action against the UK for many years now. What is going on here? Why are we allowing people with these links into the country? Why have we still not banned the IRGC, the group in Iran, the military group that is behind all these terror plots? It seems to me the British state is sleeping while Iran continues to wreak terror on our shores.
Yeah, it is extraordinary, isn't it? Because normally, whenever we speak to sort of, the homeland security types in this country, or guys like yourselves, it's very clear that there's often, for every one sort of plot that's foiled, there could be another sort of 500 that may not never come to fruition or may need further investigation.
Well, if you remember last year, the Director General of MI5 told us that since 2022, i.e., just 2 years, there'd been 20 foiled Iranian plots in the UK. 20 in just 2 years. This plot was apparently hours away from being actually launched. So you can see how tight some of the margins are in terms of the security services having to get it right every single time to prevent loss of life on our shores. And it just beggars belief that we're not taking this seriously.
Yeah, I mean, presumably after something like this happens, there will have to be internal inquiries going on within whatever organisation should have been better at keeping these people out of the country.
Well, there's that, number one. There's obviously the idea of, monitoring people while they're here. Look, clearly the security services found these people, which is
Right.
great. We obviously were able to keep tabs on them. There was clearly a point when they realized they had to act and grab them, as it were. And remember, there were two different arrest sites. There was one in the north, well, also a couple
Yeah,
in the northwest of England, and then London as well. So clearly
and one
two
in
different.
Swindon, I think, too.
Yeah, exactly. So you've got a whole big operation here that might have been connected, might be two or three separate operations. But yes, you've got to work out how do they get in, why were they allowed in, what were what groups were they part of, and again, I come back to this idea: the Labour government in opposition promised to ban the IRGC, it hasn't done so.
Right.
Why is it not acting on this?